Hello, hello, Cancer. How are you doing? We missed you this month. Oh, she's a grumpy cat today. Sorry for the delay, Cancer. I have had so many things going on this month. This is your intuitive energy reading for the month of January 2019. We are headed into a new year. I'm still sporting the Christmas theme. You know, I'm not over it yet. It is the 27th of December. I wonder how your December has gone. I wonder what kind of distractions, what kind of things have popped up, how busy your month has been, how overwhelming it's been at times, how your holidays went. Was everything cool with family? Did things kind of get smoothed over through work? You know, our new chapter is still evolving. Where are you at with all of that? I kind of want to know. Okay, and this is where we're going to find out. If you're new to my channel, we do energy first, and then we go into the clarity. I'll try to make it short and sweet, as I do have so many readings to do this month. You guys have been especially patient for my personal readings. I do have some slots for my personal readings still available. If you want to check out my website, you can. What else? I should have a new website up within the next month or two. I've been working on it diligently, and I wanted to get it up on the 1st of January, but that is just absolutely not going to happen. But I will have more variety and different price points for you guys who are interested in the future, checking out my personal readings. What else? All right, Cancer. We have some astrology to cover with you today, right? On the 1st, which is coming up, we have Mars entering Aries. On the 5th, we have Mercury entering Capricorn. On January 6th, we have New Moon in Capricorn, which I'll be going back into detail. January 6th is Uranus, again, direct in Aries, which is awesome. The Sun enters Aquarius on the 20th. 21st, we have a full moon in Leo. January 24th, Mercury enters Aquarius, and January 31st, Saturn is sextiling Neptune in Pisces. So for those of you who are kind of astronauts, we should be diving into a little bit of that information. This January we do have 2 eclipses, which is nevertheless going to be hitting us hard in our emotional and mental realms. Especially, you know, with it being in Capricorn season, we're going to really want to dive deeply and get to the bottom of things, you know, get a firm grasp over what may be coming in the new year. Okay, soulmate. This is an awesome card. This doesn't just come up for any sign. Actually, I've never had it come up for a reading so far, and I've been doing readings on YouTube for a year. So for those of you who are specifically inquiring about a soulmate relationship, this may be your reading. Okay, so soulmate has everything to do with passion, flares, and having maybe an eclipse of the heart, as we were speaking about astrology. This says love, partnership, magnetic attraction between 2 people, and union. You discover a deep sense of self through a relationship with another. Okay, very interesting. I think that provides us some insight as to where this energy may lead. I will turn the camera down so you guys can see the cards come out for you. After we pull the bulk of the reading. Okay, I see a Capricorn energy right off the bat coming in very strong. We have the 6 of Earth. This could also be a Tauran energy, though I don't want to get stuck on signs. I always say, you know, energy is fluid, you know, and it doesn't get stuck, okay? So when we're talking about signs, don't think so specifically about this has to be that sign. It can absolutely be any sign with these qualities, but then we kind of have a mirroring effect going on with the 6 of Earth and the 4 of Air. Okay, so maybe getting some organization, really trying to get your thoughts locked down. You may have a lot of information coming to you, and it may be a priority to get organized and pre-plan for something. Queen of Fire, choice, union. Okay, so union, speaking to the soulmate card that we had previously pulled from my Spirit Oracle deck. Very interesting. Okay, Queen of Fire indicates here that you have some elation, some epiphany, some just expansive opportunity here. And I do say opportunity because it is an opportunity. You don't actually have to take it, but it is coming your way. You know, I see that because you have choice to follow. So as this expansiveness hits you, you're going to have to either let go of something and change your direction, or stay the course and miss out on some opportunity. And this may involve a soulmate. This may involve a union. Okay? So very interesting here. I'm going to get the camera down so you can see, and this isn't my normal setup. If you're new to my channel, you know, this won't look any different, but I am at home for the holidays, so this is kind of a quick setup here that I have at my parents' house, just so we can get these readings done for you guys. And yes, I am doing these on my holidays. That's how much I love you, Cancer. Okay, so you can see clearly we have this very simple lineup here. All right, you being the main card here, though it is an earthly energy, trying to experience some foundational energies. You know, with Capricorn season, this isn't an emotional needy month. This is a dependable month. This is a solid month. This is a down-to-earth month and a somewhat conservative month. All right, you're talking about life lessons, restrictions, and challenges as well, because Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn and Saturn is in Capricorn. This also discusses the difficulty of being a provider role, and maybe even having a strong work ethic to get the things done that you need to get done. You know, there is a certain strong mentality to go along with this, but it's practicality and self-sufficiency at utmost importance. Okay, so this is how you're showing up. And this is a bit of a fatherly energy also. So this is definitely a Capricornian energy hitting you right at home, so to speak, the beginning of the month. This is you coming to the table with something new, okay? Or at least desiring to. You know, if you're not quite comfortable or where you want to be, you're really considering what it is you have to do to get there. And everything having to do with Capricorn season is oftentimes about not working harder, but working smarter in order to provide, in order to really be where you want to be, and to establish a solid foundation beneath you. This is also referring to counting your blessings, okay? So when we're counting our blessings, we're thankful for the food on our table. This is maybe talking about the holidays having just passed and some family relationships being rekindled, and getting back to down to earth and to home where family is. And having a real distinctive relationship dynamic here, influencing your work ethic and motivation for the future. We have the Four of Air, which is this Aquarian person, okay, potentially Aquarius or even a Libra, talking about how time works out for you. And oftentimes Saturn is referred to as the planet of time, as it refers to, you know, what has transpired and what could be, and what you're willing to do to make it happen. Looks like you've got a lot of ideas going for yourself, Cancer. You know, though this is an airy energy, I feel this is very strongly indicating how you are intellectually digesting some of the information coming to you. You're wanting to pre-plan, you're wanting to be prepared, you're wanting to nurture some of the ideas that are coming to you. And it's so that you can be prepared and create a solid foundation without too many scuffles or incidences that are unseen or surprising even. Okay, the Queen of Fire indicates to me that there is some kind of either solar activity. This could be the full moon in Leo on the 21st of January. This could be Venus entering Sagittarius, where you have a lot of experiences in love and relationships. So you collect, you know, a number of friends and lovers. Adventure is on your mind, right? And you really want to expand in these horizons. This is talking about finding a soulmate, you know, having that soulmate connection, or maybe you found someone recently who really sparks a fire within you. This energy is going to want to propel you forward fast, right? But nothing can be done in Capricorn season very hastily. Though you have a strong idea of what it is you want, right? It's that fire that really drives you forward. But then the intricacies come with having to decide how to do it. Right, and that's where choice card comes in. Choice card comes in all the time in any kind of renewed cycle where we're talking about a new year. We're wanting to really let go of the old. And within the December month of Sagittarius, it seems as though you've been really clarifying what it is that is old and outdated and no longer serving you. Right, and where you come up to a choice is maybe a choice between your head and your heart. You know, what is the most realistic approach? And Capricorn season is going to demand that of you, unfortunately. And maybe in a fortunate sense, too. It's really wishing to give you something foundational. This can't be done hastily. And it can't be a very emotionally influenced choice. If you are coming up against a crossroads in life, maybe in a relationship or something of the nature, you're going to want to rely on your instinctual nature. You're going to want to rely on, what you know to be true. Something dependable and solid like we had discussed. And maybe even a bit of a nostalgia is coming up with this. Talking about the past and the future, how karma has worked out for us. What it is that we've done to deserve what we have now, and what it is that is in our power to change it, if so. Okay, and union, again, it's this broader concept here of what you're really wanting to cultivate within the next year, potentially. Cultivating a sense of marriage, of foundation, of family, of provider roles, having a fatherly or motherly role, which is inherent within your own energy field, but influenced by the Capricornian energies you're receiving in January, okay? So, with all of these very broad energies, we're going to be getting down to business with my traditional tarot readings through my tarot cards here. And, let's see what comes up. I just saw the Ten of Cups, flash before me within the deck. So that is to say this will be a happy ending for you, but you might have a bit of skepticism, in the month. It may feel like a longer journey because of the slowness and the methodical nature of Capricorn. Step by step, you're really getting there, right? Okay, so we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is definitely talking about what it is that you know to be true. A lot of signs are getting this kind of energy within the Capricornian season because it is showing you here a dark and a light side. Maybe this is referring to the eclipses to present themselves of your nature, of your mistakes, of your self-sabotage, and what is needed to be corrected to be self-sufficient. You know some of these things to be true, and there is a decision point to be made where you have to rely on your gut feeling. Okay, and you are so good when it comes to the High Priestess because this just goes with your own nature, Cancer, so well. This intuitive moon energy to present itself over past circumstances to illuminate then, that intuition to guide you, that knowingness within you that really highlights the next direction or the direction to go in. Okay, we have the Hermit talking about your past. Okay, this is just reiterating what I'm saying, but we're going to go through it anyways. Okay, this is a Virgo energy, so some of you may be involved with a Virgo. Remember, this is an Earth energy that we're talking about right off the gate. And it's reviewing the past. It's talking about what you've learned and maybe having a cycle come to a close. Of course, there's a cycle coming to a close with the new year, right? With 2019, we're going to be entering a karmic mastery year, a number 11 year, and it's a feminine year in a lot of respects. Okay, so with the Virgoan energy, this is providing you certain insights to the past and ability to learn from them, to close an entire chapter with saying, with a certain reverence, and even nostalgia, right? With nostalgia and antiquity of how you've overcome certain things and what it's really entailed of you, right? What it's entailed of you is definitely, a lack of directness in relationships and maybe in life in general, where you have a lot of passion, that's for sure. And I'm sensing that a lot, Cancer. But within the month of December, right, you have learned and received a lot of information as to how to direct this energy even more so to your advantage. Okay, where we see the 10, this is a chapter that's coming to a close and another one completely renewed. Okay, and this is telling us that this cycle is done with. Okay, you're no longer able or willing to carry so much burden. You are instead really refining, really focusing, and really putting your energy toward maybe one or two endeavors that serve you, and that's how you're going to get ahead this month. We have the Star. The Star coming up to refer to you here. There may be some information in the stars this month. Okay, this could really help guide you, this internal knowing, this internal navigation system. This is also Aquarius, so maybe as the sun enters Aquarius at the end of the month, you're going to be having a renewed respect and interest, right, in what you know inherently, what's built within you, and how to navigate these energies gently and gracefully. Okay, and no more with the distractions and helplessness and, people pleasing. Okay, whenever I see this person, I feel like he's just standing on the sidelines, like waiting for someone to need a wand, and there he is with 9 of them, you know, and he lends a hand, but then he still stays in the same place. But he's got all this power behind him. He's got all this power to his potential, and it just seems like it's going to waste. You know, he seems indecisive and kind of confused and not confident enough to really move forward. So there are these certain aspects of you that are coming to the forefront of your mind right as the new year begins. That is to say, you have revelations and resolutions in the new year that are very clear, you know, and it's because you've done a great deal of introspection during the month of December. Maybe being home and having some certain reverence over your past that creates and cultivates a certain strength that is to carry you forward in the new year. This new year is one special year, I'm telling you. With Sagittarius and Jupiter for one whole year, we really get to reap the benefits of luck and opportunity and abundance that is at our disposal if we do choose to use it. And, you know, having this be in Capricorn season, this is definitely telling us here that there's some big ideas, but they don't just work out for us without our effort and acknowledgement. Okay, we need to be very aware of ourselves. And Cancer, I feel like you are very aware of yourself this month. So the 4 of air, you know, we see being potentially an air sign that you're involved with. You know, this could have some intricacy over someone in your future who you're pre-planning for. You know, you're getting ideas and you're wanting to, you know, use time very wisely. How you've spent time is definitely on your mind. You know, not wanting to waste time is, again, on the forefront of your mind. Ace of Swords, the World, and Temperance. Wowee. Wowee, Cancer. Oh my gosh, look at these cards. Wow, this is so, so good. This is maybe even leading up to the Queen of Fire moment you have with these circumstantial, materialized pieces of the puzzle that come to the forefront of your mind, right? As either intuition, foresight, you know, of the future of what you actually are manifesting and creating, right? This is not a tangible reality yet, but you see it as almost it is, right? Where you may really be looking forward to the future as if it is a tangible reality. You just need to take the proper steps to get there. With Ace of Swords, you can see this brilliant new ideas coming to your expansiveness. In your energy, right? You want to express yourself. This is a clarity. This is an epiphany. This is some truth that is coming to you, and it's hitting right at home. But it's not a heavy truth, right? We have a lot of air energy. This is going to be light, okay? And this is going to be expansive in its own right, but it takes a little fine refining, you know, to truly understand, to truly make manifest. But you see it as such. This is expanding your world. Okay, this is an idea that comes to you, or this is some kind of truth or clarity. Maybe you get news from a position, you know, that is showing you here the efforts that you've made have been completely validated. You know, if you've been waiting on a promotion, this is absolutely a promotion. If you've been waiting for word, you know, this is some good news coming your way. Maybe this is, you know, the direction that you've really been working on and planning toward, right? There's a lot of pre-planning that I see. So if you've been working diligently on a certain project, is it coming to fruition this month? Is it showing you the way? It is making it clear. It is making it available. It's making it undeniable, okay? The world is at your hands. The world is your oyster, I'm hearing. So bear with me a second, Cancer. I'm not going to skip over anything. I do have to charge my computer. I don't want to lose this reading on you. Yeah, so hold on just a sec. Okay, so if I was home, that would never happen, of course, but since I'm away and I have to kind of fiddle with things more, so I apologize, and hopefully that didn't take too much time out of your schedule, but I do appreciate your patience, and we'll just get right back to business here because there is a lot of business going on, okay? I do see some important characters coming into your world this month. With the World and Temperance, there could be a certain Sagittarius that comes into your life. We're talking about a fire sign that is a queen of fire, potentially. With the new moon in Capricorn, this is maybe the kind of Saturnian energy that we're talking about, how time has really worked out for you. Maybe you've spent a year cultivating this idea. Maybe you have spent a year or two or more really trying for this expansion, really trying for this acknowledgement. And man, does it create a heaven on earth for you, Cancer. It really does. I'm so excited for you. These are amazing cards to see. This is a Sagittarius kind of energy, as well as, this could even represent Mars enters Aries, where you get finally this momentum and acknowledgement of for your creative endeavors. The World being this vulnerability and maybe even at the world's whim that you've been waiting patiently cultivating your craft and kind of sensing an opportunity. And does this opportunity present itself? It's like, bam, it's yours. So this is not only an opportunity in an aspect of growth and obviously soul's rite of passage, but it also is abundance, material wealth and value, because you're getting so much acknowledgement this month. You are getting so much acknowledgement this month, and it kind of feels like you have the world at your fingertips, right? The directionlessness and the tirelessness that you've been working this past year is going to ease up. It really is. It's going to ease up. It's going to become directional. It's going to become refined. And it's through your efforts, that this comes to you. So it is deserved. It's really deserved. You've called out to the universe for its assistance and for clarity, and it's coming right to you. Okay. So I want to see what Queen of Fire is. Is this a relationship? Because in the beginning we did discuss a relationship, right? And it still could be based upon a relationship. Waiting for the right person, or maybe cultivating yourself, and doing away with people that are really not good for you, and things that have kind of wasted your time, reviewing the past in that way, of maybe some self-sabotage as well, creating certain cycles that seem to be endless in relationships and with partners. All of this stuff, it's like, it's really coming to you. It's really becoming clear. And with this new year, you just find a new respect and profound acknowledgement for your efforts and what it really entails to leave maybe some of this suffering and create the new that you deserve. So the Five of Pentacles comes up and says, look, you're going to leave this suffering. You realize that you can't stay in the same place and be as good as you can be, right? And if you've had a bad bout, in relationships this past year, if someone has hurt you, maybe you have been stuck in a toxic relationship, in a lack mentality, maybe the universe hasn't been so kind to you with finances even. This is where you take your power into your own hands. This is where you no longer deliberate or debate whether you should move forward. It just is very clear as day, that you deserve whatever opportunity is presenting itself and that you must go forward, or you may risk staying in this circumstance, which it doesn't seem like a lovely one at all. It seems very painful even, to say the least. So this has to change. You have to leave, and the Two of Wands comes up at the bottom of the deck. So if there's an opportunity to leave, if you're really looking at relocating, maybe across the seas, maybe it's a long distance type of relationship that is up for grabs, you're really considering this. And this is almost to say, go for it. This is almost validating here that you are leaving something behind in effort to explore and expand in a new way. And this is absolutely Venus entering Sagittarius, like I had discussed before. You have many experiences in love and relationships that you are reflecting back upon. And so now you're really collecting a serious number of friends and lovers to come to you at your disposal, pretty much. They're available to you for your choosing. But you're really considering the most adventurous and maybe outlandish opportunities, okay? These are your primary concern. You want to travel, you want to expand, you want to have your soul in transit because you felt a bit stagnated this last year, and that's understandable. This is a time of change, and you may as well embrace that change. All right, so any more information on the Queen of Fire? I feel the energy for this card may be done. Though it is a very expansive one, I feel it's kind of up to you to decide, what it is that you're leaving. We have one of the happiest cards come up for us. Oh my gosh. Wow, Cancer. I'm just so happy you're getting these cards. The Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is the expansion. This is the expansion. This is talking about what you're leaving behind. This is talking about what you are accepting and embracing. This is Venus. This is Sagittarius. This is the divine coupling. This is the opportunity. This is what you deserve. This is what you've been working on. This is what you've been cultivating. This is fertility. This is family. This is home and family life. One, you and another, or you solely to meet another, will be joining forces within the next year. I see this very specifically. It could take even 9 months to get to where you want to be. But you're willing to take the time, and to pre-plan that for your future. Because this is what's promised, Cancer. This is what's promised. It's not a false reading, right? It's not a false intuition. This is plain as day in your face. This is what you have to look forward to if you just simply maybe go on the ledge, make a leap of faith, trust your intuition, take that opportunity, work diligently to prove yourself, and the universe will respond accordingly. So the Four of Wands specifically indicates to me family, love, weddings, celebration, harvest time, renewed joy and clarity after a long journey together. The day is bright, it's yellow, it's expansive, it's full of power and optimism. This Nine of Pentacles indicates to me this motherly energy, just as you so well embody and represent in life. Where you have worked very diligently to cultivate a sense of knowing and a sense of fertility in your atmosphere, right? Fertility being maybe even in the form of abundance. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have children or want to have a family at this time, but at this time in your life, it just seems like everything is possible, because you have taken the time to cultivate a firm foundation as Cancer is receiving in Capricorn season. So though these may be, far out interpretations, as far as what your year may consist of, these are on the forefront of your mind in Capricorn season. These are what's coming up to you to say, are you willing to do the work? Is this something that you are willing to take a step toward? Is this something that you're willing to trust the universe to unfold naturally for you? If so, you can very well leave the suffering and lack mentality behind, because these things are on the manifested front as soon as you decide and maybe partake in the universe's unfolding. But there is a certain element of trust and intuition, because the Queen of Fire, as it expands, it must go where it can burn. Okay, so you have to go where your resources are. You have to go where you are able to continue this expansion, or you may burn out. This card is the epitome of burning out, and not being willing to leave, or maybe in fear of the change to come. But there shouldn't be any fear, Cancer. You will be guided the entire way. Okay, so choice, we see you making a choice, and can we get some validation here as far as what choice is being made and what is to come? Okay, so the Tower, this is a bit of a heavy card. It did come out flying out of the deck. This is Mars and Aries. Okay, Aries is one of the signs that Mars rules, so it's extra powerful, and we could see quite a few Tower moments within the month because of it. But I think nonetheless, this is a choice that you have known about, right? This is something that comes to you. Maybe it's the deciding factor after the emotionally heavy energies have kind of shifted, right? That is easy then. When we saw it come out of the deck, it just kind of flew in front of you like, okay, here it is. It's like, all right, we gotta toss this out into the open. This has got to be something that just, is left behind. And I don't feel it's a surprise. I feel that this choice is to come. And maybe it's even an easy one as far as your vision goes. Once you have the vision, then this will be easy to let go of. But your power is boosted, right? And we can see this charge, this boost of power coming to you. And, it could come in the form of a lightning bolt to your life. It could come in the form of a Tower moment where You know, you may have not done the best preparation in leaving something behind, but nonetheless, it's leaving you anyways, right? So you may feel very excited to move forward, but then, you know, there is some finer details to sort out before you actually can. Okay, you have more courage, and you're connected to your spirit during this time as well. So your spirit is ultimately making this decision for you because it knows for the best. You know, this is the decision made by your soul. This is the decision made from your heart. You know, the tower moment that needed to come crumbling maybe months ago is finally coming to a crash and burn because you have the courage to do so. This is not an emotionally needy or codependent month. You're taking responsibility over your actions. Okay, so this is your choice. This is the choice that you have. This is what the cards that you are dealt. And like I said, you may as well accept what's coming to you because it will be for your betterment. All right, and we have union, okay? So there is the Three of Pentacles here to just say the energy that you put toward your craft right now is absolutely directing you to connections. And we have discussed connections. Friends and lovers are coming to you. You have very competitive spirit. You have a lot of courage. You have a lot of determination and will. And that is to say, you know, maybe this tower moment is ultimately a promotion that leads you in a different direction as far as your craft. You know, maybe this is something that you'll be doing a little bit more hands-on and maybe more intimately with people. You know, you've been cultivating this sense for some time now. You've been cultivating your craft. You've been working with your hands. You've been refining your skills. And this is ultimately something that's authentic to you. You know, no one else can do this maybe than you. So it is to say that this is a pretty important aspect to your month, cultivating a sense of wisdom, you know, and knowledge in a certain trade. People and your connections are going to really be valuing this. So if you have any opportunity to do something passionately oriented or to really show off your skills, it's going to make you quite a bit more money this month. But then union, you know, I kind of want to see how this relates to union as we discussed. We have Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, so we're taking a full year to cultivate a sense of home and family. But nonetheless, your focus is on money, you know, during this union. During this time of union energy, you're really seeking out connections. And maybe there is a connection to come, a motherly energy, or maybe this is you moving into a more Tauran energy, foundational, respective energy toward home and family, cultivating a sense of solid, dependable, and down-to-earth energies, you know, with a focus on money, of a focus on establishing some firmer foundations for the future. This is how you get there. Okay, so this is definitely very clear for you. I hope I didn't lose you at any time in the reading. I think that this is an awesome month for you. I'm really excited to see what comes of it. Let me know your thoughts. We have Page of Swords, okay? So you're starting to connect the dots, okay? This is you coming out with it. This is you starting a new page in your chapter of life, okay? This is something to maybe even build off of your trade, to have a certain intricacy that comes into your life that makes it even more unique to you, that then people can even further seek your skills out other than other competitors. And what else? Okay, so this could be a air sign. You know, you could be leaving an Aries, which, you know, has had a daunting ending for you. This could be, let's see, a Leo energy besides the full moon in Leo, that kind of thing. So we have a Six of Swords. Six of Swords is you leaving, okay, and where we have talked about choice and union. Maybe there has been some fear of moving forward. You know, maybe there has been some fear of what could be said or what kind of hurts could be coming up, that kind of thing. This is telling you to count your blessings, though you may be leaving a chapter that is somewhat unfulfilling or unfulfilled. You are seeking out fulfillment in other chapters. You're seeking out fulfillment in other ways. So as soon as you leave, it seems as though you can be moving forward, but you can't move forward until you make that initial step and leave. So the Page of Swords is really reiterating here. There's a certain opportunity, a truth comes to you, some clarity comes to you. There's someone who reaches out to you to connect. And then it's only a matter of time before you really see that there are so many more connections to be had if you just trust this process and move and go with the flow. Though this is a air energy, there is water to do with it. Okay, so this is an emotional time for you to be able to leave and to say, I'm done with this. Maybe somewhat difficult for some of you. But this is, again, something that shouldn't have come into the new year with you. Okay, this should have been dealt with within the last year in December. And if you're still carrying on with it, it's just going to get much harder as you go to really nip it in the bud and squash it, because there's so many promising and beautiful new opportunities for you in love and relationships, as well as prosperous times in business and entrepreneurial endeavors. So why not move forward? You know, if you're still having a problem or a hard time knowing, just trust that instinct, trust that gut feeling. If you're resonating with this reading, you know, you can trust this reading. Let me know what you guys think, okay? I love you so much, Cancer. I wish you all the luck in the world. You are going to do great this month. Let me know your thoughts and feelings, and give it a like if you resonated, and share with your Cancer friends, okay? Take care, and I'll see you in February. Bye!